Welcome back, guys, and today we actually have an emergency patch that was implemented into the game that actually nerfed the summer side story that just released. So basically there was a lot of feedback from not just the players but from content creators and influencers as well, including myself, to Smilegate. And basically the summer side story in Midsummer Paradise, which actually came out 2 days ago, is getting nerfed because of how hard the difficulty was. Now, they are hotfixing the difficulty. Basically, they're lowering the difficulty for basically everything here. Even the berserk timers are also increasing as well, from 10 to 12 turns for level 3 and 12 to 15 for 4 and 5. You're also going to see the boss attack is decreasing, which will make the levels a little bit more easier and more consistent to run and farm. But the underlying problem is not being changed, which is kind of sad. So basically, the imprint situation is still going to be required for level 5. If you don't have Ocean Breeze Luca imprinted, you're still not going to be able to do level 5. And for level 4, unless you have pretty good gear still, it's going to be pretty hard, and you still need Rowana. And obviously just having Ocean Break Luluka will make it so that you can farm a lot more easily and a lot more quicker, which will in turn mean that whales that actually spend a lot of money on this game will still get a lot of gear because you're farming faster, more efficiently, and you're also getting more currency from the artifact limit break copies, right? Basically, if you have these imprints, right, so I'm at SS, you're still going to get these crazy buffs, and because this gear doesn't have a limit on actually how much epic gear you can farm, being able to farm quicker is just better because you can farm more of these mats like I'm doing right now, and, you know, whales will have unlimited access to energy. They're just buying skystones, and with their own money, they're just farming as much as you can, and because they're farming faster and more efficiently, they'll be able to actually get a lot more mats and just get better gear from this event because it's pretty unlimited in how much gear you can get besides like energy and time restraints. And I know I've said this like a million times, but yeah, you can see here, right, you can just keep going through the gear here and there's no restraints on how much you can actually craft here. So you're actually going to be able to get a lot of gear if you have better farming because you farm more mats quicker, right? And if you have unlimited energy, just keep going. And also, like I mentioned, you still have this artifact, right? With max limit break, you will be getting 40% more currency, which will make this so much more efficient than hunts if you actually have this maxed out. Now, I also have this maxed out, not because I summoned for this or anything. I used all my bottles that I saved up because this is going to be an event where you're going to want to spend or dump the most of your energy if you are in the late game and trying to play PvP competitively, because you're only getting epic gear, which is going to be basically your end game gear, this red gear that you have here. We did get some compensation though. If you look in the mailbox, we'll get 1 unknown slate, 1 reversion mana stone, and 1,000 energy, which is pretty nice, but this doesn't really tackle the core problem of this event, which is that it is pay to win, right? Having to require a unit, especially with like imprints, is pretty bad if they actually keep this going in the future. And, you know, rewarding pay to win, you know, mechanics in the game by allowing people who spend more money to just get a lot more gear from events is just unfair. And I think Smilegate did realize that this is just a band-aid fix for now, but hopefully in the future maybe they'll do another compensation wave, or for the next side story they don't do this again, which I really hope they don't, because even after these compensations, like, people are still pretty mad, which is kind of expected. So, you know, hopefully they don't do this again in the future, and hopefully, because we have that other limited coming out in 2 weeks, they will either give us some more currency, because for me personally, I spent so much currency on this event to actually get multiple imprints of my Luluka. And if they do this again for the next event, which is happening in 2 weeks, I'll be pretty screwed because I have literally no currency. I can probably only pull 1 or 2 copies of Leth, and then also like maybe 1 or 2 copies of the artifact. So please, Smilegate, don't do this again. It's pretty bad for the game, and even for me, who had a lot of Skystone saved up, like, I am running dry because I spent so much to, you know, memory imprint my Luluka and get her artifact up so I can actually take advantage of this event. But hopefully we get another compensation. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Just wanted to make this video to actually inform you guys in case you weren't aware that this was in effect. But, you know, hopefully you guys can actually do maybe a level up or 2 levels up. It depends. And yeah, I'm not too happy with this compensation, but, you know, it is what it is. And hopefully Smilegate, you know, will make better decisions in the future, I guess. So yeah, that being said, have a great time farming, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.